My name is Keenan Lee. Everybody calls me K-Lee, and my shop is Prophetic Ink Tattoo, located in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We're a Christian tattoo shop. We specialize in custom Christian and neutral tattoos. I only focus on Christian-themed tattoos, crosses and crucifixes, and things that are around Christianity. But I do a lot of things that aren't. Flowers are not a Christian image. Birds and helicopters and planes and all that stuff is classified as the neutral sense of the tattooing. I'm so blessed to even have this business, man. I don't even understand how it even happened, man. I mean, I've only been tattooing for 4 years. So it's not like I've been in this business 10 years. I'm a baby at this. I've had my own shop for 2.5 years. It's not even logical. It doesn't even happen like this. It happened, all of a sudden. It wasn't planned. One minute I'm full-time in music. Next minute I'm apprenticing to be a tattoo artist. Next minute, 6 weeks into my apprenticeship, I was told I had a gift. Yeah, the first tattoo I ever got, I was sitting on Murfreesboro Road at a red light. And again, it was kind of like a vision. I heard God plain as day tell me to go get a tattoo. I never had no tattoos, never wanted no tattoos, nothing. I never wanted anything to do with them. I'm telling you, I was so far away from tattoo industry.
My first tattoo was one on my wrist. There was a treble clef and an 8th note. At the time I decided to get it because I loved music and I wanted a tattoo, but I didn't want a big one to start off with.
I'm 25 now. I didn't get my first tattoo until I was 20. I thought I would get maybe one more and I would stop. But after I got my second one and started seeing these people come in with these big elaborate pieces and everything, I was just like, man, that looks cool. I really want one of those.
I was 16 when I got my first tattoo, not legally, not in the United States, actually illegally in Canada. Sorry, Canada. But yeah, I was 16 when I got my first tattoo, and it was a tattoo that I had wanted for a long time. I had a brother who passed away when I was a young girl, and his name was Russell, so I had an R tattooed on my lower back.
Because every tattoo that I have, the artist has, it's not been off a piece of flash from the wall. I haven't gone in and just looked at a book and be like, yeah, I want the praying hands with the banner going across or whatever. Everything's been designed by the tattoo artist, so you're getting their individual style into the tattoo. So, I mean, definitely the way I look at it, it's like collecting artwork. Some people are like one and stop. Like the girl that goes down and gets a tattoo on her bikini line of a Playboy bunny or something, It's like she's just doing it for once.
The other day I read 75% of all Americans have a tattoo. I also read that 40% of all presidents had a tattoo. Go chew on that one. 40% of all presidents have a tattoo. 75% of all Americans have a tattoo. So if you're in that 25 percentile, you out the loop now.
I can't say whether religious tattoos are a trend or not. I mean, I've seen guys that got tattooed in the 80s that have big old crosses, but I think the whole young, new, hipster Christian tattooing, in my opinion, it seems like it might be a little bit of a trend and something that's very cool to do right now.
I think tattooing is tied to identity. Who you are as a person, what you value. And I think getting a tattoo that has religious significance certainly has historical significance as well, because many people in times past marked themselves in ways that reflected their position in terms of their religious rankings or their religious devotion. So there were people, there were saints, there were people who scarred themselves, who tattooed themselves to represent their devotion to their religion.
I have actually heard a lot about tattoo artists that promote their religious affiliation with tattooing. I think especially in the South, I've seen it more just because it's more prevalent and it's going to attract more people. The younger, hipper Christian generation is now getting tattooed a lot. You see, I know very heavily tattooed young Christian people that are very devout, but they have a whole lot of tattoos, and I think that that is almost becoming part of a little new wave of tattooing. You know, we've got some tattoo places downtown that are, you know, affiliated with Christianity and promoting that in their tattoos and will not tattoo certain things.
I don't do dragons. I don't do snakes. I don't do devils. I don't do demons. I don't do witches. I don't do wizards. I don't do gargoyles. I don't do yin-yangs. There's a whole lot of stuff that I don't do. But it's really not about what I don't do, because I'm no better than anybody else. The main reason that I don't do those things is because of the way I got in this business. I have to tell them that it's something that I don't do. And sometimes they get upset with me because they don't understand. They think I'm trying to be better than them, or I have to explain to them there's 256 tattoo shops in the state. It's not a matter of whether I will or won't do it. If I won't do it, I got homeboys in other shops that'll do it for you. It's not a problem. You know, most time they wait on me. I'll send them business like that. You know, I'll make a phone call. Hey, this cat wants a dragon. They can still get their dragon. It's on them. It doesn't matter to me whether they get 50 dragons. I'm just saying I can't do it because of the promise I made to God.
I mean, the tattoo community that I've experienced, it's just been just a bunch of people, just like anybody. I mean, it's kind of like a hobby, I guess. People collect tattoos. They get them from different tattoo artists, you know. So, I mean, it's just like any other people. They just happen to collect tattoos. I've competed in a competition, actually. My Jesus tattoo, the buff Jesus with the devil in a headlock, that one actually took first place in small color.
When I first started getting tattooed, I was really excited about going to conventions and seeing other tattooed people and meeting other tattooed people and feeling like I had a common bond and I wasn't, you know, this freak show hanging out with a bunch of normal looking folks. And I went to these places and participated in tattoo culture and did tattoo type things. And for me, being tattooed isn't about the culture of being tattooed. This honestly is just how I express myself.
Well, I think one benefit is that it does display an identity, that you are saying to people without ever doing anything, you're presenting yourself and saying, this is of value. Now, you start doing the lizard man, you know, or the, you know, whiskered woman, yeah, then you do run some risks of really, you better have a community of like others, because you're not going to be easily accepted.
All I'm doing is trying to be a friend to the person who ain't got no friends, you know? Trying to let people know that, you know, that there's somebody out there that cares about them. That's what this business is here. This ain't just a tattoo shop, man. I'm not just a tattoo artist, man, you know? I got people who come here and get tats from me. They ain't got no friends whatsoever. None. Zero friends, you know? And I can back that up. They literally have no friends. I'm their only friend. And that means a lot. It lets me know, man, that this is more than just tattoos.